Yamato originally released in OP06. However, with the new starter deck 28 cards, is the leader worth using today? Well, let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Mabi here, and today I'm going to be giving you my personal deck profile for this green and yellow Yamato leader. Let's go ahead and talk about every single card and how the game plays. Okay, so basically this is going to be for OP12 and below. If you are interested in a pure OP11 and below version, when we get to an OP12 card, I'll let you know what you can replace out of it. Alright, so the game plan with this Yamato is basically you want to end the game fairly early. Because you have double attack, you have a lot more ways to do double attack plus banish now, and you have a lot of cards to help you set that up. So let's talk about every single card in this video breakdown. If you just want the deck profile, pause the video, head on over to my website, MabiTCG.com. There you can get the deck profile for this and everything else we cover in image and text form. Okay, let's get started. This is Yamato, Land of Wano, OP06. This is the new OP Star Deck 28 art here. 5,000 power, striking, 4 life, green yellow, Land of Wano. So this has double attack naturally, which is very powerful. Activate main once per turn. If your leader has 3 or less life cards, you can give up to 2 Arrested Dons to one of your characters. It's an extremely powerful ability. All you have to do is get one nice attack with the leader into your opponent. It doesn't matter if they have 5, 4, or 3 life starting, they're going to have 3 or less. And even better if they have like maybe starting Vegapunk or something like that. So it's really nice and powerful. The good colors as well. Okay, so if you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe. We are covering every single leader, including all the star decks in OP11 and 12. Thank you so much. Starting with the 0 costs here. You're the one who should disappear from OP06. This costs 0, counter, trash 1 card, and give your leader or character 3,000 power. In this deck, we have around, I think, 12 to 14 character bricks. So this is a little overkill having 4. However, the trigger here is super important for this deck, so that's why we are running 4. If you have 0 life cards, you can heal 1, then trash 1 from your hand. This is really strong and important. You can get a random trigger if this is the last one, but we also have this nice 2k Kozuki Hiyori to help you set up the top of your life if you have 1 left. So just really staple in a lot of yellow decks. Okay, time for one of the new cards that came out in Star Deck 28. Yamato 1 cost, Land of Wano 101. With 2 Dawn attached during your turn, this character gets 3,000 power, making it with 2 Dawn, it'll be 5,000. That's really strong for just one of these. It's not the best on its own without Yamato, because Yamato allows you to use Rested Dons. But I guess if you have to use this in a deck, it's not the worst for a Land of Wano. Especially if you don't have a green, Kozuki, the little Momo green searchers. If you don't have those, this can replace it, no problem. But anyway, the on plays, look at the top 5, reveal 1 Land of Wano, 2 or more. So you can grab Yamatos technically, but it has to be 2 or more, so you can't re-grab this one. Then the rest go to the bottom of your deck. This is a great card to leave on the board to attack or set it back on your life with this 5 cost Kozuki Momonosuke that we will be talking about later. So for these, great card. You want to see these in your opening hand 100%. All right, time for another new card that came out, ST28. This is Izo, Land of Wano, former Whitebeard Pirate. So it's searchable by this Yamato. 2/1/1. With 2 Dawn, this character gains blocker. It's a whatever. You're not going to use it that often. However, the secondary effect is what's really important. On play, your Land of Wano type leader gains Banish during this turn. Oh my god, Banish. So if you are able to play this on a turn that you can attack, try to make sure that your leader is at least 7,000 before you double attack Banish. Then your opponent has to either, remove it via a bunch of 1Ks, 1 2K and 1K pluses, or if they have an event that they're going to use up 1 card to go over or whatever. But basically you want to have 7 or less. Otherwise you just banish and mess with their life. If you're fighting another yellow deck, you can mess with their triggers as well. So this is a crazy good card. It's searchable, banish. All right, and yeah, I guess the blocker might come into play here and there, but because this deck is super crazy heavy, you're most likely going to be using the Dawn to attack with like your leader or something like that. Okay, Here's another card that really helps out with the Banish. It's from OP06. This is Onami, Straw Hat Pirates, not searchable by Yamato. 2/3/1. On play, give up to one of your leaders or characters Banish. This one is only your leader Banish, but you have double attack, which is really good. This one is leader or character, most likely just the leader because you have double attack. So it's basically you have 8 cards that give your leader Banish. This one was out for a while, but now that this one's here, it's a lot more consistent to try to really rush your opponent down and get some really good value out of that. The trigger here is going to be KO up to one of your opponent's 5 cost or lower characters. If you get this early as a trigger, it's really going to mess with your opponent. Throw this out, try to banish. Throw this out, try to banish. Then you're going to be using this Kozuki Hiyori, which is the first of our 2Ks of the deck. This is from OP06 Wano Kozuki, so it can be searched by the 1 cost Yamato. 2/02 on play. You may put the top or bottom card of your life pile, which is most likely face down, to your hand. Then put up to 1 card from your hand to the top of your life pile. So you can set up this Onami. You are able to reset your life via this card or that other Kozuki Momonosuke, and then really get some good combos out of this. So this was really good as well. This is the card I talked about when you want to. If you have 1 life left, you have a lot of extra Dawn, you might as well grab the top card, whatever it is, you don't know what it is, and replace it with this trigger where you're going to be able to heal and get some really good life. So really amazing card. You absolutely need 4 of these in this deck. All right, time for Kikunojo from OP06. This is the alternate art, and then this one comes out in PRB02 if you're interested for the English people. So 4/6/0 on KO. If your opponent has 3 or less life, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. So basically, if this gets KO'd when they have 3 or less, you heal, which is super crazy good. So anytime they have 3 or less, they might think twice about attacking into this. And if they don't attack into this, you're just going to get free 6,000 swings every single turn. Late game, it's usually a brick. You don't want to play this, but you have ways of trashing stuff for your hand via this You Should Disappear, and also this awesome Bartholomew Kuma, which you can use as trash fodder. So the trigger is also amazing as well. If your opponent has 3 or less life, play this card. If you kind of need to play this early, you might as well go ahead, like, you could attack for, let's say you go first, you attack for 3 Dawn. You can go ahead and set this up. You can go ahead and play this, put this on top, and attack the opponent's leader. Well, maybe attack them first. And if they go down to lower than 3, you can set this up so they can attack you, and then you'll be able to summon this for free on your turn and attack again. Combos like that. So this is a really amazing card. This is so good, dude. 4. It's one of my favorite cards in yellows. Okay, next off is Kinemon. This one's a new card from StarDeck 28 as well. 4/5/2 trigger. If your leader is Land of Wano, and your opponent has 3 or less life, which is a lot of stipulations for this, you get to play this card. So this is kind of like a really good, a Satori card. That one, I think, released in OP04 or OP05. Well, the trigger is it's a 2K trigger for 5 as well, so same stats. You have to trash a card in order to play it. This one's Land of Wano, 3 or less life. Hopefully you don't get it when, your opponent has 4+ before you can get your first attack in, but it's really good as well because it's a searching 2K, and you can sometimes play from the top. Nice. Okay, so Kozuki Hiyori from EB01 4/01. Activate main, place this card in your trash, then play up to 1 Land of Wano 5 that costs 5 or less other than this named card into play, then draw 1 card. Okay, guys, this is really, really good, and I highly recommend you put this card in your decks, especially for Yamato. This card, it lets you play something on your curve, and you save 1 Dawn, it replaces itself, and you get to draw 1 card. So it's a 1K as well. So you sift the card, and you get to save 1 Dawn by playing a 4 cost. If you're going seconds, then literally on your second turn with 4 Dawn, you can get out a 5 cost. So going first is super good for Yamato because you can get as many double attacks as you want. But if you happen to go seconds, you have an even stronger play, or just as strong play, with this Kozuki Hiyori, because you have a lot of really great 5 cost cards that you want to play with this. So let's go ahead and talk about those right now. The first one here is going to be Yamato from OP01. This is 5/5/1. So this is also Kozuki Odin, which doesn't really matter in this deck. Anyway, this one has innate double attack and innate banish. So double attack and banish, which is what you want to aspire your leader to be with that Izo card and the Nami cards. But yeah, if you are able to get out this Kozuki Hiyori on turn 2, you have a lot of Dawn left over to attack with the Yamato plus banish, and with this Yamato plus banish as well, And you might be able to do 2 double attack banishes in 1 turn if you have in your hand your Onamis and your Izos. Your opponent has to waste a lot of resources in order to not take that banish hit. So this is a crazy powerful card. The only thing is weak. It's weak as hell. But as long as you get 1 or 2 swings in, and trust me, if you get this one out into this combo, you're gonna get it off at least once. It's very strong and powerful. Okay, next off, this is Kawamatsu. So this is from OP12. If you guys want to replace this, I recommend putting in some 3-cost Izos that are the green 2Ks. But anyway, this one's here in the deck for a specific reason. 562, nothing here. So you don't want to really miss with this card, right? There's only 4 of these, but you really want to try to get these as much as possible. And you have a couple of really great targets in the form of 4 Yamatos, as well as 4 Momonosuke's. But if you happen to somewhat miss a little bit, you have these Kawamatsus as backups as you want to play. And yes, I really think you should play it anyway, because once again, you save 1 Don in order to put on another character or leader to attack, and you sift and draw another card. So really good. So that's why this is in here from OP12. However, once again, if you want to replace these, just add in some other searchable 2Ks that are Land of Wanos, which is the 3-cost Izos in my opinion. Okay, time for Momonosuke. This is from OP06 Wano Kozuki Clan 561. This has an 8 block for 6, not bad. On play, place up to one of your Wano type characters other than Momonosuke to the top or bottom of your owner's life pile. Basically, the cards that you want to put on top of your life are going to be these Izos, which doesn't do much on the board after you banish. You put this on your leader, you banish, and maybe you can use it as a blocker. However, if you're able to play this Momonosuke, heal with it. If you search with this Yamato, you can leave it on the field in order to do some damage, or you can just heal with your Momonosuke. But anyway, this is another really great card if you wanted to set up the board and you don't want to double attack with this Kozuki Hyor. You're going to be able to heal a lot. So this is a great card to put in the deck. But yeah, it doesn't work with the Nami, but it's okay. Okay, time for Bartholomew Kuma. This is from OP12. Now, if you want to replace this, I recommend putting in the new 6-cost Momonosuke's from ST28. The reason why those ones are not in this particular deck that I'm using is I've done a lot of testing and it ended up being a sort of brick in my hand, which I don't want to play. I'd rather set up my leader for double attack banish, and we already have an amazing rush card in the form of Hody Jones that will really help you end the game. So that's the particular reason I'm not running those 6-cost Momonosuke's. However, if you don't have these Kumas when you get to OP12, feel free to add 3 of those in as well. Those cards rush and gives your leader plus 1000 only on your turn, which is a little meh. Anyway, let's talk about this card. 671. Nice, it's not a brick. On play, trash 1 card to heal 1, and this gets plus 2 cost. So, once again, the trashing cards, the best ones to trash are going to be these extra Kikunojos that you just have in your hand. And then you get to heal 1 from the top, always good in a yellow deck. This character gains plus 2, not really that relevant, good for defensive purposes. Then when this is KO'd on your opponent's turn, you heal 1. So just like it has the same benefits as this Kikunojo. You play it on the field, and if it's KO'd, you know, most likely you're gonna heal. You throw us on the field, you heal right away, and if they KO it, you're gonna heal, which is super annoying because you have triggers like this Kikunojo, you have triggers like this You're the One Who Should Disappear, you have these Kinemon triggers. You don't have anything crazy besides those ones, but your opponent doesn't know that, and they might be really hesitant to attack, which means you just have more 7,000s to attack every single turn. This card is going to be a staple in a lot of yellow decks. It's going to be a problem. Okay, time for the final deck. Final card of the deck. This is Hody Jones, OP06 780. This has an A rush. On play, rest up to two of your opponent's characters or Dawn cards help you go for game. Mess with their Dawn so they can't activate those purple Gum Giants, etc. Then you go ahead and self-hurt. Now, this is really important. You are most likely to be summoning 1 or 2 throughout the game to end the game. Remember, if you get a swing in or 2, you're getting rid of 2 cards and potentially multiple banishes. So the best case scenarios are attacking with your leader and banishing, getting out these Yamatos and double attacking and banishing. Then once they're at 1 or 2 life, you use Hody Jones to end the game. Now with your leader ability as well, your opponent has 3 or less life. You can give 2 rested Dons to one of your characters. It really powers up Hody Jones. For 7, you can be a 10,000 attacker. So all of your whole game plan relies on your Kikunojos, your Hodys, your 5-cost Yamatos to pretty much end the game because you want to end ASAP. It's going to be really tough for your opponent because, once again, Kikunojos and Bartholomew Kumas. So you can almost somewhat ignore like healing and protecting stuff because your opponent might not even want to attack into them. You also have this Momonosuke if you've used very early this Izo and you use this Yamato as well as this Kosuke Hyoru, you can have a blocker and self-heal as well. This deck is super powerful and very well balanced. Like I said, you can replace some of these with other Wano cards for searching cards, but with the strategy of this deck, it's very solid and you're gonna have a really fun time just ending the game fast. I can trust me. I've done a lot of test duels and this deck goes really fast, man. All because you're able to just double attack and banish, a lot more consistency with your leader, the 5 costs, and you have a lot of healing. This is really good. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Once again, like and sub, it really helps out the channel, and head on over to the website to see the deck profile and more. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.